Game console repairs. In this video I'll be showing you how to replace the PlayStation 3 Slim lens module. The model we have here is 250 gig CECH 2002B. The reasons you may have to replace your lens module are: suppose your drive doesn't read discs, game freezes during gameplay, or when you insert a disc, solid blue light is on the power reset switchboard but nothing comes under the game menu, or when you're playing a game it shuts down your PS3 after a certain period of time, or when you're playing a game it freezes and exits back to XMB. These are some of the reasons that you have a weak lens, and in order to fix the problem you have to replace it with a brand new lens. The lens we have here is KES-450A. That's the model number. Best is to confirm your lens model number is to always open up your Blu-ray drive, check the model number and replace it with the exact same model. In order to replace the lens module, these are the tools required. You need a Phillips 0 screwdriver, you need a Phillips number 2, number 1 screw-bitter screwdriver, Torx T8 screw-bitter screwdriver, microturn precision screwdriver, scalpel, electrical tape. Electrical tape is optional. This is only required to firmly hold the bottom plate of the Blu-ray drive. Alright, let's get going. Let's just show you a few of the symptoms when you have a weak lens or failed lens. I've already turned the PS3 on. I'm going to insert a disc and see if it reads it. As you can see on the top right corner, it's trying to read. It's reading it. So this is what happens: black screen. You can see the solid blue light is on your power reset switchboard. The disc is in there. The disc icon appears, but it doesn't do anything. That's a clear indication that you have a weak lens and it needs replacement. Alright, I'm going to insert a DVD video and a Blu-ray movie. So let's insert a Blu-ray movie first and see if it reads it. Okay, I've inserted a Blu-ray movie and the disc is spinning, as you can see on the top right corner. It's trying to read and nothing comes under the video icon, so it doesn't read Blu-ray, and that's the noise you get, and that means it failed to read it and it needs a brand new lens. Alright, let's open up your PS3, flip it over and remove the rubber pads on these corners and remove these plastic pads as well. No need to remove this one, and there's another one under the security warranty sticker. Next, open up all these screws. Next, open up these Torx T8 screws. Next, flip it over again, and now you are able to lift up your top cover. So simply just lift it up. It comes off. Next, we need to remove the power supply unit. So in order to remove that, we need to take off these two Phillips screws here. Next, disconnect these two cables, one here and the other one, and now you can take off the power supply. So simply just gently pull it up. So the power supply comes off. These two metal bars are aligned with these two holes here. Next, in order to remove the Blu-ray drive, disconnect the power cable first and disconnect its data cable. It's off, and then there's a screw here, so simply take this off as well. That's the screw. Next, take off these plastic stickers or in order to move the cables away. Okay, now you can lift up your Blu-ray drive and it will lift up your reset switchboard as well, so your Blu-ray drive is separated. In order to open up your Blu-ray drive, all you need is a Phillips 0, preferably magnetic screwdriver. First step, take off this data cable. There's a clip here. That's the clip. Simply unclip it and take the cable off. Okay, the cable is off. Next, remove these 3 screws. Flip it over. We'll be removing these 2 long screws first. Next, there are 3 more screws here. Unscrew them. Now we are able to lift off our top cover. So gently just pull it up so the top comes off. Next, remove the magnetic spindle. Flip it over. That's the sticky tape that we have to remove in order to remove the bottom plate, so simply take this off. Okay, now we can take off our bottom plate. Next, remove the PCB. In order to remove the PCB, disconnect these 3 cables first. So cable 1, simply take this off. Next, just hold your PCB. That's the clip here, that's what it's attached with, so simply you can pull up the PCB, but be very careful with it. Don't pull it all the way over, as there is another cable connected underneath. Okay, so it's off. Okay, that's the cable. That's the lens cable that it's connected with. There's a clip here. Simply unclip it and this comes off. So there was a clip. Clips and unclips. Next, we'll be removing the laser mechanism. In order to remove it, you need to take off these 4 screws. So take off these 4 screws. Now you can basically lift off your laser mechanism. So your mechanism comes off. Put this aside. Now we'll be working with the laser mechanism. We'll be removing this broken lens from this laser mechanism and placing a new lens in there. Okay, so step 1, flip it over. These are the 4 screws we need to remove first. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is there. These 4 are holding the magnetic motor, spindle motor, so we'll remove this one first. Okay, so simply unscrew these 4 screws. Okay, so now we can actually remove our magnetic spindle motor. Okay, that's how it's connected, so we just need to remove it from here. Simply, gently. Okay, so this comes off. Next, remove the metal bar. Simply slide that way, and you can now take this off. Next, we can simply remove the lens. So that's our whole laser mechanism disassembly. So the metal bar, motor, your actual laser, and your laser mech. Next, put all this aside and grab the new lens that you have purchased from our online store. So that's our new lens, and that's our old broken one. What we'll be doing, we'll be placing this, we'll be taking off this plastic that goes into your gear clip thingy and placing it onto your new lens. Okay, step 1, just simply unclip this wire and place the wire on there, the cable. Let's take off this plastic clip. And place it here. Okay, so our new lens is ready now to be placed in the deck. That's our old broken one. Just check it. Just quickly make sure it's screwed in properly. Okay, grab your deck first, place this in there. Simply align this bit first here, so it goes like this. Align this, and then you can align the clip here. Okay, and that's aligned. Next, grab your metal bar and place it in there. So lift up this clip. Okay, next step is crucial so that your laser movement assembly works properly. Grab your microturn precision screwdriver and make sure this is visible through this hole and this. If not, you have to lift up this and place it in there. So since it's already in there, that's all fine. So make sure it's like this. Once done, let's put back our magnetic motor. Grab the motor, simply just place it in there. You'll hear some few clicks once it's clipped in properly. So That's one small clip there and one here. So once it's clipped in, put back the 4 screws here. Okay, our laser mechanism with the brand new lens KES-450A is ready. Let's put it in the Blu-ray drive. Next, place the mechanism back in the Blu-ray drive. So it goes like this. Simply align it with these 4 holes. And place the 4 screws. Next, we'll be placing our PCB or controller board. Okay, this is a bit tricky. That's the way I do it actually. So unclip this and just place the cable in this connector. Best is to move the lens that way first and then place this wire in like this. So once it's in, there's a bit of a guesswork here. Just double check it's in properly. So it is properly in. Once it's in, just place the PCB under these 2 clips, and there's another clip here, so just push it down. So you'll see here this clicking noise. Move the lens back to its original position. Place 3 cables. These 3 cables are okay. Next, your bottom plate comes in. Just align it with in here. Okay, next grab your magnetic spindle. Okay, remember the tape we removed? You can just put another electrical tape in there. So grab electrical tape and just place it on there if you like, otherwise it's really not needed. So grab some electrical tape, cut it in 2 halves, and you can just simply place it there. Just so that it firmly holds the bottom cover. Okay, next grab your top cover and place your top cover. You can simply just push it down and then connect this data cable into this connector and clip it down. So that's all. Just make sure it's like this. Sides are like this, this, and this. Next, grab all your Blu-ray drive screws. Let's place the 3 screws that hold the top cover. Flip it over, place the two long screws first. Next, place these three screws that hold the bottom plate. Alright, our Blu-ray drive is ready. Let's put it back in the PS3. Next, grab your PS3 and we'll be placing the Blu-ray drive back in the PS3. So simply move these cables out of the way and take this off first. Align it so it goes in. There are two clips here in there, and then place your power reset switchboard and then just push it down. Next, we'll be placing this screw here first. Next, put back the power cable and this data cable. It's clipped in, unclip it. Okay, it's clipped in. Next, grab the power supply and align these two metal bars with this. Okay, place it in. Okay, so it should look like this once it's aligned in. Next, we'll be placing these two screws. Next, connect these two cables. Okay, once all connected, it's a good habit to test, see if everything's functional. Once you've tested everything's functional, then we can put back our top cover and the last remaining screws. Okay, let's test it out. Alright, I've connected the PS3 and turned it on. In order to test our lens, I'm going to insert a disc. PS3 game first. Let's see if it reads it. Okay, the disc icon is there. Let's start it and see if it runs properly. So it's reading the game fine. Before it was just freezing the PS3 and there was just simply a black screen. Now that we know everything's functional, let's put back our top. Simply align these three clips over here. 1, 2, 3. So simply align them. And okay, it clips in. So it should look like this. Okay, next simply flip it over and place all these screws. Next, place back these plastic caps and rubber pad. Next, place the 3 Torx T8 screws in here. That's it.